EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for January 26th, 2022. It is Wednesday, and we're going to have this majority of this video storm-centric on what's going to occur, or what we think may occur, this Friday night and at least the first half of Saturday, okay? The upcoming storm. We're not quite there yet, but we're starting to get a better idea of some things and some players in this equation that I started to describe yesterday with the upper air analysis, which is what we're going to start off with here in this video today. Before I get into that, today's video forecast sponsor is the Walters and Zirinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate, with over 20 years of real estate experience serving not only the Lehigh Valley and Poconos, but also portions of Berks, Bucks, Carvin, Monroe, and Schuylkill counties. Reach out to the Walters Zirinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate to get your up-to-the-minute local real estate forecast on inventory, market conditions, current rates, and pricing. See for yourself what Michael and Sarah can do for you and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888. They are the proud sponsors of the Wednesday forecast video. So, real quick, recap of the next 2 days is very simple. Mostly sunny both days, mostly clear overnight tonight. It is going to be 20 to 28 from northwest to southeast, very cold. Not quite as cold on Thursday, but still cold, 25 to 33. Overnight lows tonight are going to be in the single digits in many places. You might get to about 10 or 11, something like that down by Philadelphia. Elsewhere, you're generally looking at the single digits for overnight lows, and in the far interior, far northern areas, you might get below zero for overnight lows overnight tonight. So it's going to be a cold day, cold night, and a cold Thursday, but mostly sunny skies, mostly clear skies overnight tonight, okay? Clouds are going to increase later on Thursday night, and then we have a cloudy start to Friday, and Friday will feature some snow showers with the northern stream energy moving into the region ahead of our potential system. Okay, so now let's get into this storm here. Okay, so this is starting off with yesterday. Yesterday I tried showing you the upper air analysis with the 500 millibar level, which is the 18,000 feet above the ground that drives everything at the surface. Okay, so that's what we were looking at here in this video. There was two energy pieces that we're highlighting. One was the northern stream energy right here that's over Iowa, and the second one, this energy is sitting very close to the Arizona-New Mexico border, but pretty much centered over like Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, so what happened here in yesterday's video that I showed you is this northern stream energy ran out ahead of the southern vort, so we had a late phase, very late phase. It did eventually phase, but was well offshore and only benefited eastern New England. That was yesterday. The trend today, so instead of having this jumping way out in front of this, is to slow down the northern stream. So here's the northern stream energy. So it's slowed down a little bit. It's in western Iowa now. This is on the European model. And this energy, instead of being over the Arizona-New Mexico border or just west of Albuquerque, is now over eastern New Mexico. So they're a little closer together. So what does that mean? They have a chance to interact sooner. If they interact sooner, they can phase sooner. If they phase sooner, the storm gets pulled further to the west. Okay, and that's what the European model today. And the European model is the most aggressive model of every one I'm going to show you here. So it's not necessarily going to be the as far as total snow output anyway. And how close it is to the coast. It's not necessarily going to work out that way, but it's giving you an illustrative for illustrative purposes. I'm going to show you what this does. And this just phases very quickly. It's already phased right there. Look at that. See that big concentric ring look here? This is a consolidated vortex, and this is producing a big storm here along the coast. And this is looking at later Friday night, and this just continues into Saturday, and this thing gets really wrapped up just south of Long Island, and you get a lot of snow over eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and a tremendous amount of snow over Delaware and New Jersey especially, okay? And then this eventually moves off, and that's it. The new NAM that came in this evening doing something very similar. The energy is sitting over western Iowa. Actually, probably not even that close to western Iowa, but the southern board energy is over, again, eastern New Mexico, and it moved this forward, and guess what it's doing? Oh, same exact thing. Now, this runs out at 84 hours, okay? So it is, but it is phasing here at this point. So we have a pretty wrapped up system moving up the coast at this range, and this is a system. This is something that is pretty close to what the European model is suggesting. Okay, it's very close. So the NAM European model are almost on the same page with a big storm event, and not just for New Jersey or coastal areas, New Jersey and Delaware, but also the eastern part of Pennsylvania as well. So places like the Poconos down through the Lehigh Valley, down through even Berks County, eastern Lancaster, and then points east. Philadelphia, you're all included in that, okay? That's the European model, and that's the NAM model that ran this evening. Here's what it looked like at the surface. And I did say that on Friday we were going to have, after we have these 2 mostly sunny days, clouds will increase Thursday night. Friday, you're going to have cloudy skies, and then you're going to have snow showers with the northern stream energy trying to move ahead of our storm, which is down here, okay? So you're going to have these snow showers that are going to be taking place over the interior during the afternoon here on Friday already. Just light snow showers, not a real big deal. Our main storm is down here, okay? And it's going to be moving up the coast somewhere in this direction like that, okay? As this does so, and I move this forward, this is today's European model at 12Z. So this is the most extreme high model there is, at least the time this video was recorded, which is just after midnight. I don't have the new European run that comes in about 1:30 or so. I'll have that, but I'm not going to be up for that. I have conference calls in the morning, and we'll do a recap of that in the forum in the morning that we've been doing for the past couple of days. So here is what it's doing, okay? So as low starts taking off, you see the snow increasing over southeast PA, New Jersey, Delaware at this point, and then this thing just gets really wrapped up and throws all this moisture back, and like this big cold conveyor belt that ends up going over eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, and especially over Delaware and New Jersey, and they really get smoked in this. And then this continues off to the north and east here Saturday evening. This is a long duration event on the European model because this completely phases and just completely bombs out, okay? So this is the extreme high scenario right here, shown on the European model. The NAM is doing something similar, but this is going to run out of range. This is starting off at on Friday evening. Again, you have the snow showers during the afternoon. As I move this forward, it brings the snow just like the European model is, but look how close to the shoreline the low is here. Okay, it's not way out here. It's close. So it's going to be starting to throw. This is running out of range here by Saturday morning, but all this snow is going to come in and wrap around again behind the system as it moves to the north and east, okay? So the NAM at the surface is also doing what the European model is doing in general, okay? So different sets of timing. They're a little bit off on the timing, but it's generally the same idea. Now, here's the other extreme, which is the GFS model, which came in this evening. This is the latest 0Z run, okay? Holds back a little bit of energy in the southwestern United States, just a little bit, but it's enough to cause this phase to occur late, so their low ends up further east. And then this is just a South Jersey, Delaware deal where just some light snow showers Friday afternoon and evening, and that's it in the interior, not really amounting to much, maybe a coating to an inch in the interior, and that's it, okay? And then a South Jersey, Delaware gets a plowable snowfall, but nothing epic, okay? Even eastern New England, in this case, it doesn't get as much as some of these other models are suggesting they will out of the system. So the GFS is the most progressive with this, and it's been kind of flopping all over the place. It has a big hit one run, the next month, the next run is like way east, and then the next run is kind of like in the middle, then it goes way east again. It just like can't make up its mind. So the GFS is not having a good handle on the system because of the fact that it's not showing consistency. It's bouncing around a lot. Doesn't mean it's going to be wrong with the eventual track here. It's not very reliable right now because it's not consistent, okay? The Canadian model is not very consistent either, but at least it shows kind of a middle ground here. It has a kind of intermediary phase. Okay, so it does get snow into southeast PA that's moderate at least, and you get, a 3 to 6 inch snowfall there. A little bit higher here in New Jersey and Delaware, and you can get a foot or more of snow out of that in this case. And this runs up to eastern New England and pounds in eastern New England here. This is kind of like a middle ground right now, okay, on the Canadian model. So which one's right? I don't know, okay? We're still not there. This afternoon, we're going to have to make some tough decisions, because we will have the energy that is responsible for this system and the two pieces that I told you have to come together and be timed right. They are on shore now, and they're going to be ingested into future model runs. So by the time we get through the 12Z model runs, which are the morning and early afternoon runs today, we should have enough where we can have a consensus or an idea of what we're going to do. Not put a snow map out yet. We're not doing that. But we'll have to make a decision whether we're going to storm mode, whether that's going to be regular storm mode or Godzilla. Okay, so we'll have to see how that's going to happen throughout the day, but we'll make that determination this afternoon, okay? That's the first step. Not a snow map yet, but we probably won't be there yet, but we'll have to see where this goes. So again, there's a big difference between what the European model is showing on one extreme to the GFS on the other. The Canadian is kind of somewhere in between. The NAM's kind of favoring the European model. So we'll see where we're at and how we trend over the next 12 hours or so before we make that determination. Here, for now, before I leave you here, because after this storm exits, we're going to be partly cloudy, mostly sunny, partly cloudy, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, okay? Still cold. Not really much going on behind the storm. The other aspect of this storm is going to be the wind that's going to come in on Saturday and Saturday night. We could have some wind gusts there depending on the track. It could be worse depending if this is a little closer. But we're looking at generally 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts and maybe some peak gusts higher than that as this really gets ramped up here offshore. So we'll keep a close eye on that. That's the other aspect of that. And if you're getting very heavy snow to coincide with that, that could be blizzard-like conditions, especially in the eastern areas. Now, here is a probability of seeing 6 or more inches of snow, okay? You see the focus of this is going to be across New Jersey and Delaware for the highest percentages, 60, 70% chance across these areas, between 50 and 70% across New Jersey, far southeastern PA by Philadelphia, down to all of Delaware and eastern Maryland, okay? As you move further west, though, these percentages drop off and probability drops off pretty dramatically. Lehigh Valley is about between 40 and 50%, so we're getting close, about 40%. Then you get all the way about out here to Harrisburg. It's only a 10% chance of seeing 6 or more inches of snow. And you get out to Lycoming, Union County, Snyder County, Pennsylvania, out here in Center County, you have a 0% chance of seeing 6 or more inches of snow. So this is not your storm out here in far western portions of our region. This is going to be a question of whether or not it's just New Jersey and Delaware, which is the highest concentration, and maybe southeast PA, or how far west does this go? Does it include areas like Wilkes-Barre, places like the Poconos, places like Allentown, the Lehigh Valley, Reading, Lancaster, Chester, places like that, Bucks, Montgomery County. We're going to have to watch this very closely because that track is going to dictate how much gets thrown back into the interior, and you can still get a very good snowfall over 6 inches in these areas. If I move this to a chance to see 3 inches or more, see the numbers go up here quite a bit. You're getting up in the 70 to 90% range here over New Jersey and Delaware. So that's pretty much a certainty your jackpot's going to be right here. You go further west, you're 50 to 60% here in the Lehigh Valley, down to eastern Lancaster, Chester, eastern Poconos. But then you go all the way back to Harrisburg, it's only a 20% chance of seeing 3 or more inches of snow. So these areas, again, these areas out in your central PA, don't expect this to really help you too much. Okay, is it possible? Yeah, it is, but it's not very good chances. So if you're looking for a big snow that's going to produce a foot of snow out here, and you live in Selinsgrove or Williamsport or even Harrisburg, I would probably not expect that. That's probably not going to happen. I probably wouldn't even expect that in Allentown, but that's probably a better chance there certainly than seeing that out here in Harrisburg. Down by Philly, you're on that line of heavier versus not. You're in that little corner of Pennsylvania that kind of sticks out into New Jersey here in this bend right here. So that could certainly happen, okay? So I don't want to go too nuts with this video because I'm already at 13 minutes, but that's a general idea of what we have as of the latest that I have to give you, but we're not at the point where we're going to be making snow maps yet. If you see snow maps out there, just disregard them, okay? Because nobody really knows what it's going to do without knowing the track. Once we have the track nailed down, then we can think about snow maps, okay? We'll make the determination today whether we go into storm mode or not. We're not there yet. I want to see another couple model cycles, see where we trend, and we'll make that determination this afternoon. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for January 26, 2022. Have a great Wednesday.